Nosey Neighbors, you already know what to do. Go ahead and pull those blinds down and pull the curtain to the side, honey, and let's get nosy together for a few minutes. I have a few things I want to talk about tonight. It is Friday night, my typical night of doing these vlogs. And so I'm dropping my videos on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So on those days, honey, please make sure you are pulling down your blinds and pulling your curtain to the side so we can all get nosy, because I have a lot to talk about on those days. Usually I do my lineup the same day of what I'm going to talk about, and that's usually anything it could be, okay, as you guys are going to see tonight. Anyway, let's jump right into it. The first person up tonight is the Jackson. I have not heard a peep from him. Have y'all? Because I haven't heard anything, honey. It has been quiet, okay? You can hear a mouse piss on cotton at this point because I haven't heard anything. After I dropped my video on Wednesday talking about them, thinking it was my last time, honey, Tasha K Unwind, you guys got to Google her, look her up, search her on any social media platform. I'm sure you're going to find her. She dropped the bomb, honey. Release the video, well, not video, the tape conversation with the doctor mistress. And didn't I tell y'all that some men are so stupid that they just cannot cheat, honey? Just don't do it because you're not bright. And Mr. Jackson in this case is not bright because apparently he was vlogging in his car, honey, right in front of her house. Her house was in the background. The real nice house with the arch and the pillars and stuff. That's her house, honey. She confirmed that's hers. Now let me tell you what. She is confirming. I don't have any proof. I don't know. I'm just reporting what Tasha K Unwind had on hers. Y'all could go to her post and listen to the recording. I think the Shade Room had it and some other places too that I saw it. But it proves my point. And not only that, it was, I knew this was in the mix somewhere. The mistress, the doctor, was pregnant for him last year, October or November. Pregnant. And he's such a good actor. He was acting so sad and devastated. Well, this is what she said. He was acting so sad and devastated and did not want her to have an abortion. The audacity. Listen, this guy is seriously ill on so many different levels. And his wife is just so close to the flames. And I think I've written this before in a comment. She's so close to the flames. The smoke is blinding her that she cannot see that something is wrong with him. And in turn, it is, you know, affecting her. Look, this will not be the last time I'm sure that we hear of them. But honey, they have went silent for the past 2 days. I haven't really seen or heard anything. As far as anything, I was waiting to see if another conversation was going to come up about the doctor mistress, you know, releasing the recent text messages. And I think the text messages were like the 18th of March or something like that. It was like recent conversation he was having with her. So, sir, you have not finished cheating. You're still begging for the doctor to take you back and for her to listen to you. And you threaten to go to her house and stand outside until she comes outside to talk to you. Anyway, so we'll either hear more about that or we won't. But either way, this will not be my last conversation about them. So we're just going to park it on the side, put it in the parking lot for now, okay? We'll see what happens. Blessings to both of them because they absolutely need it. So the next thing that I have to talk about is the Ukrainian 8-year-old little girl who is in a relationship with a 13-year-old teenage boy. And they're apparently vloggers and have millions of followers following them. And the mother of the 8-year-old is absolutely okay with her daughter dating a 13-year-old. Now, honey, I don't know what they do dating. You know, I don't know what age is it appropriate to date, but 8 years old is definitely not it, and definitely not a 13-year-old. Not going to happen. My daughter is 7, about to be 8 in a few months. And I don't think her father would be very fond of his 8-year-old daughter dating a teenager. I read the article and it doesn't say anything about the dad's point of view, but the mom is the one who said she's okay with it. So you guys can do your own research and see if there's a father in the picture that has an opinion about his 8-year-old daughter dating a 13-year-old boy. And God knows what they are doing when they say that they are dating. All right, because my mind is just going all over the place. It's just not appropriate in my opinion. It's not cute. It is not okay. No, definitely not. That's their thing. And, you know, they have a lot of little girls that are following them and little boys. And they have their TikToks and things like that and Instagram. And I could just imagine how many 8-year-old, 9-year-old little girls think that they could have a teenage boyfriend at this moment. not my daughter. Not gonna happen. Never, ever, ever. If she's dreaming about boys or thinking about boys right now at 7, 8 years old, honey, I hope a nightmare wakes her up with me and her dad, you know, whooping her behind, because that's exactly what's about to happen. There's no boyfriend talk over here at 8 years old. Okay. Thank you very much. Next one is the NYC Bagel mom with the biracial children yelling the N-word. Call the bagel shop worker employee a bitch ass N-word. Then had the audacity today or yesterday to say that she never called him the N-word. She was addressing how he was behaving. Oh, but she has biracial kids. Her husband, ex-husband, or boyfriend, he sounds like he's from the islands. He has like a really, really, really thick accent that I could pick up on. So I don't know, but he was saying that, you know, oh, she needs mental health services and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just thinking like, okay, but she knew what she was saying when she said it, because she repeated it multiple times. Regardless if you have mental health issues or not, I'm a mental health worker, and you know, that does not excuse the behavior, because even my patients, they will tell me like, okay, yeah, I knew it was wrong to say that. And I said that because I knew that was going to be a low blow kind of thing. And she said it, she felt privileged to say it because she has biracial children. And, you know, it made it okay for her. It's a pass for her apparently, because, you know, she said, how can she be racist if she's attracted to black men? I don't know. Can she be racist? Does she get a pass to say the N-word because, you know, she has 2 biracial children? Really? That's how we do that now? Okay. Well, he was totally against it. He spoke out and was just very disappointed, and, you know, was this, I don't know if he was sincerely shocked that she said it, really, because I'm sure she has probably said it to him in moments of anger, that she's probably used that term towards him, because I doubt that that's the first time ever that she said the N-word, because she said it in public, honey, and that thing rolled off of her tongue so sweet and nice, honey, like she's just been saying it all her life. So I don't believe for a second that that was the first time of her saying that or anything like that. Her name is Karen, not Karen, hello, Bagel Karen, honey, no, it is Stephanie De Niro. Look, I said she was Karen. It's because I wrote her name as Bagel Karen, y'all. Looking at my notes. But yeah, I don't like to use that word Karen, but you know, that's what she's labeled as by, you know, the medias and stuff like that, social media world. But her name is Stephanie De Niro. And the boyfriend, father's kid's name or whatever, his name is Dervin Dawes. And he had a lot to say and definitely was very upset about her using that word. So anyway, I don't know. She's not going to apologize. She says she doesn't have to. So because she didn't say the word, although we all heard it. I heard it because I listened to it like quite a few times before I said, okay, that's what she said. Anyway, moving on. Very sad story that I've been following ever since it developed years ago. I want to say maybe in 2018, 19. Finally, the ending came about today, and it's with the little boy, Diego Stoltz. I think that's how you say his last name. He's a 13-year-old kid in Moreno Valley, California, that basically got murdered at school. And the 2 young boys that assaulted him, hitting him in his head and caused his injuries that end up causing his death, today end up basically, in my opinion, got a slap on the wrist. They had no jail time. The judge said that he wanted to focus on rehabilitation and not, you know, sentencing them. At 13 years old, you know the difference between right and wrong. I'm absolutely sorry. There has to be some sort of jail time. I don't see how probation is appropriate when someone has lost their life in this situation. A child his future was stolen. His family lost many future memories they could have had with their son, you know, him going to prom, getting married, having a family, you know, beautiful memories during the holidays. Their family got robbed of that. So how is that appropriate for probation? I just absolutely do not agree. And I'm speaking as a mom that, like, if my son, you know what I mean, murdered someone, and this is murder. I don't care what anyone says. It is murder. If my son at 13 years old murdered another child, you know, accidentally, whatever it may be, by bullying, and that he hit him and caused injury, my son, as much as I love my child, probation is not enough. probation is absolutely not enough. That is just, I feel sorry for the family, and I hope the family sued the school. I did have to look that up to see if they sued the school or not. They definitely should have, because the family had documented so many times of complaints to the school. They've documented, as a matter of fact, the day that the two boys assaulted Diego, they were supposed to be suspended. They weren't even supposed to be at school at that moment. Very, very, very sad case, and I hope the family definitely get a lot for compensation in the millions. And I know it's not going to bring back their child's life, of course, their loved one's life, but you know, you got to hit them where it hurts. And I hope that they use the money, that they will win, because I believe that it's a very valid case that they would have. I'm not an attorney, but I'm just saying common sense is that they would do something to change rules at school and expectations, because that is BS. Big time BS, in my opinion. Very sad for that young man and his family. Move on from that very tragic story. I was very pleased to see that an African-American man, born and raised in Brooklyn, he is a famous artist. Let me see if I can say his name right. Jean-Michel Michel. Nope. It's Jean-Michel Basquiat. Jean-Michel Basquiat. I think that's how you say his name. Jean, Jean, Michel, Michel, and Hunny Basquiat. You could spell it how you could think. Google will correct you. It's Basquiat or something like that. Can't remember. But anyway, one of his paintings called Warrior just sold or was auctioned off for $41.9 million. And this painting was originated back in 1982. Unfortunately, he passed away from a drug overdose in 1988. But nevertheless, it was just so, like, that was the highlight of my day today, to see that his dad is from Haiti and his mom is from Puerto Rico. And he has a lot of artwork out there. And interestingly, we're in 2021, and this painting was done in 1982. And the painting was supposed to speak on the struggles of Black men in white society. And it's crazy because we're in 2021, and I believe that struggle is still very much alive at this moment. So from 1982 until 2021, the struggle is still there. But anyway, that was the highlight of my day, is seeing his artwork auctioned off for $41.9 million in Hong Kong. It was absolutely beautiful. Another unfortunate story coming out of North Carolina is a Pennsylvania woman. Her and her husband, they were driving along in North Carolina, and her husband was trying to merge over, and apparently merged over too closely to the other driver. And the other driver became so enraged that he shot into the passenger car and hit Julie. Her name is Julie. I can't remember her last name, but anyway, if you Google the story, Pennsylvania wife gunned down in North Carolina in road rage incident, you'll find it. It happened yesterday. I hope that they have a GoFundMe or something like that. If it pulls at your heartstring and you know you would like to support the family or donate to them, please definitely do that. Google the family. I'm sure they have a GoFundMe or something out there like that. But the shooter still hasn't been found. And I don't know, like, I don't get road rage when I'm driving. I just absolutely do not, because my destination will be there when I get there. And I'm the kind of driver that, like, when I'm driving, if I'm going, like, for example, when I used to work down past Seattle, it's a 2-hour drive. I get into my left lane or my middle lane and I drive that entire way. I don't switch lanes back and forth. I don't do any of that. I just stay in one lane and I go the entire way. I only move lanes when the lanes are splitting and merging off into different highways and freeways. That's the only time I switch. Other than that, I do the same lane the entire way. I know, call me boring, but you know, there's definitely not enough to be pissed off that you're going to take someone's life. How stupid. And I hope that they catch him. And honey, you deserve all the time in prison that North Carolina is going to give you, because that was some BS. Anyway, Nosey Neighbors, my last commentary is on Lil Nas Montero video. It's been less than 24 hours and he's had over 6.1 million views. I follow him on TikTok. Absolutely love him. Follow him on every social media platform, I think. How y'all, and when I say y'all, honey, I mean y'all Christians and y'all well-to-do people that are just so upset with the gays, honey, because How y'all gonna tell me they're gonna go to hell, and now when the man went to hell, y'all have a problem with it? That music video to me was absolutely amazing. Might not be to some of y'all, but he did exactly what y'all been telling him to do because he's gay. He went straight to hell, honey, and he brought us back that hot tea. I was here for it. I think I must have watched it like 10 times today. Call me crazy. Anyway, Nosey Neighbors, that is it for my lineup for tonight. Thank you guys for watching my videos. Thank you for your feedback. Positive, negative. Like I said the last time, honey, negative comments to me, because I'm a duck, it just hit my back and it runs right off. Like, means absolutely nothing whatsoever to me. Thank you for the views. Free to watch it and then comment and say something negative. Definitely appreciate it. And thank you for the positive feedback from those of you who message me and say, hey, Nosey Neighbor. I do appreciate it so much. Until next time, I will talk to you guys on Monday. Toodles.